Hey everyone. So this meeting is being live streamed, and I'm going to uh, also. hmm, so we shall see. Okay, so we shall see how this all comes out. Uh, wow. So it looks like, the sound is working okay. It's just I don't hear them through my earpods for some reason. Um, So, hey, greetings. Matt Makovsky here in Puerto Morelos in Mexico. And I wanted to reach out to you primarily to show you two things. One is I want to introduce you to my course, which is Zero to Zoom Hero. And it's a 3-day course. 2 days are on Canva slides. And I'm never quite sure how those balloonists work out. And one day is live where I actually go through the process of doing the download as much as I can, and then setting up the parameters, and then creating an invitation, which is, obviously, if you're going to be running Zoom for your friends and your clients, you need to be able to send them an invitation. So that is my Zoom course. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was the use of Canva, okay, because this is what I'm going to be doing in, and I actually don't need this guy. So I'll do that. And I am going to share my screen. So this is my desktop here. And what I want to do, I actually have, there we go. So this is essentially an introduction to my course of Zero to Zoom Hero. There you can see it, right? 3 classes. and it's a way of connecting with friends and family worldwide. And it's just a sample, okay? So understand that some of it will be a little confusing because it'll kind of be jumpy. I'll show you one part, then another part, then another part, you know. So it'll be a sample of like 8 slides from my 56 slide deck. So a little scattered, right? But it's the best I can do at the moment. So here is the introduction to me. So I have a BSc in zoology and psychology, and I also have a master's in experiential education. And essentially, this is experiential education. I mean, you are experiencing me educating you through virtual Zooms, right? And my wish for you is that you end up becoming a total Zoom convert. I have been here in Mexico for 3.5 plus years, and my communication with my family, my friends, and my clients throughout the world has all been on Zoom. So, I would love it for you to join me in that journey. And if you want to message me for the dates when I have the full courses, I do one every 2 weeks, and they're totally free. And you'll get you participants right now, if you message me on Facebook, will get a workbook. And so here's the link to Facebook. Okay, it's Facebook and then Mateo with 2 T's, MAK. Okay. So if you go to my Facebook, and you'll find information on this particular slideshow, just message me. Probably if you private message me, it'll be a little bit more personal. Okay. So moving on. So here, what I want to explain, what you're seeing, okay, is the stuff that is in these red brackets. Okay. It's a screenshot of a Zoom page, right? So if I were to log on to Zoom and look at Zoom product solutions resources, and then look at the 2 different plans that they have often there, this actually is my current plan, which is because I'm actually logging into Zoom on my account. Okay. If you were to log in, you wouldn't get this picture. But because I'm a member of Zoom, I have a Zoom account. It shows you what my current plan is, okay? Meetings up to 30 hours, 100 attendees, whiteboard basics, team chat, mailing, calendar, AI companion. This is quite important. Cloud storage, 5 gigabytes. Right now, I am recording this to cloud. So this recording I can post to other people that might want to look at it. And it's kind of like doing double duty right there. And this is the free one, 40 minutes, and then they cut you off, which can be a pain in the rear. And if you're trying to look professional, I mean, if you're doing it with friends, no biggie. But if you're trying to do it professionally, it doesn't look too good to have to get kicked off and then have them re-sign to another meeting. Same number of attendees, whiteboard, team chat, So, the main difference really is the meeting and the 5 GB. And then also social media streaming, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm streaming to YouTube, and somebody might see this and go, you know what? Let me connect with this guy and see what he's got to offer. So here I compare the free and the first level paid version, which is this one here, current plan. Group meetings of 30 hours as opposed to 40 minutes. I can't imagine 30, but I often do 3 and 4 hour meetings. Social media streaming, which is very important, I believe, because it does double duty. I'm streaming um, to YouTube, and it costs about $150, this program. So an important thing when you go onto www.zoom.us and then a little arrow download, um, and I'll show you that a little further on. You need to be sure that when you sign up to one of these two options, that later on, if you decide to switch, that you use the same email as you used for the free version, and then vice versa. If you go for the current this plan, and then go, you know what, I don't need it. I'm going to go down to Facebook free, right? So in order to move forward, so again, this is a screenshot of the download center of Zoom. So I've logged on to Zoom with my computer. I go to the download center, and this is what I see. Then I use Snagit, which is, I can't pull it up right now, but it's typically off on one side of my screen. But I can use Snagit to take essentially a screenshot of this and then use it as a slide for this presentation, including this. I created this in Snagit. So let me do the reading first, and then I'll go over here. So first comes the downloading of Zoom, not a difficult process. You log on to Zoom and look for the download center, right? As with any new software, you need to download Zoom to your computer. Next, you unpack it. We will take it much slower and with more explanations in the 2 1-hour sessions with 56 slides. Okay? So, and then if you look at this is the version. It's an old version because this slide, I think, was created maybe in 2020, 21 maybe. And so this is an older version. Your download meeting center will show the most current version. And once you click this download, right, you are asked where to save it. And I usually, everything that I download, whether it's Zoom or anything else, I download it to my download center. Okay. And in this particular instant, it saves the Zoom software into Zoom PKG. Okay. So, once Once download is successful, the opening screen of Zoom appears on your computer, which is this one here. But you've gone through all the steps of downloading it and permitting Zoom to download the software into your computer. And once that all happens and Zoom kind of expands as a piece of software, this is the window, the home screen window that allows you a new meeting, how to schedule a meeting, which is typically the way that I go. If I have, a course that's going, I will schedule 3 specific days for that course, and those scheduled meetings go into my calendar ready to start, so that they're in my calendar. I write out the invitation for the Zoom, and I click save, and it goes to all the clients that I have said are going to be with me on that Zoom. So going here, once download is successful, the opening screen of Zoom appears on your computer. It becomes one of the numerous ways of starting Zoom. If you want to mess around before my class, you can easily click new meeting. I can't because I'm already in a meeting, but you, when you have this window, can click new meeting and fool around, okay? Because as I say, the normal way that I do my courses is I have a day and then a free day in between where you can practice stuff, and then another day and a free day in between, and then the last day is live. So one of the things I really wanted to show you was Time Buddy. Because once you start Zooming with people, you'll be Zooming across different time zones. These are time zones, okay, across here. And this is the particular time zone that it's open on, which is Cancun, that's me, Eastern Standard Time, and it's 10. Whereas in New York, which is Eastern Daylight Time, it is 11. It's 1 hour later. Okay, because the sun rises in the west and goes down in the east. So London is 4 p.m. It's even later still. And then Paris, it's 5 p.m. Johannesburg, 5 p.m. Adelaide, which is in New Zealand, it's the next day at midnight, right? So if I'm doing Adelaide, I'd have to be over here somewhere. Okay. So probably the big lifesaver is doing Zoom, and the invitations in this app that I use keep me on track with the time zones. Miscalculated time zones will happen regardless. So just be ready for it. But there are a number of good free apps. I paid for this one since I'm a visual learner. And when juggling across continents, this is an invaluable tool for me. It's called Time Buddy in the App Store. Now, if you have Microsoft, you might have something different, but this is for Mac. The free version, if you go onto the App Store and download Time Buddy, gives you 4 time zones. So you would have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, which for most people, that's enough. However, once you start zooming across different expanses of clients, you will have to use more than four. And at that stage, the paid version will give me 10 times at a time, 10 times, and then two more. And I can also have a number of tens. So I can have one set, then I have another set, then I have another set. I can have as many as I want. It's a great app. Another way to avoid lost participants is to message them an hour before, 15 minutes before, 5 minutes before. What I do is I set up a WhatsApp group and or use Messenger and email. But WhatsApp groups are great because all my clients are in that WhatsApp group. And if there are some changes, I can send a message in WhatsApp instead of bothering them in email where they might not see it. Okay. So that's it. I don't want to go any further. That was 8 slides of my 56. Message me with any questions you might have. Okay. If you think that this was valuable and you've already mastered most of Zoom, then just join my private Facebook group, which is facebook.com /groups / zero to Zoom hero. And in there, I explain more advanced procedures of Zoom. And I also counsel people there. You know, somebody might go, hey, how do I do blah, blah, blah? And I will give you free advice. We chat, exchange questions and tips. I will gift you my workbook. If you think this might be for you, now is the time. It is a special free mastermind launch of $29 as opposed to a launch of $149. So once I go on to mastermind with this launch, which will be in about, I would say, 6 weeks from now. So I have 3 more Zooms like this. So here's my contact information. 50 plus 52 is Mexico. And then this is my mobile phone, 984-100-5014. I'm in Mexico, Puerto Morelos, on the east coast, south of Cancun by 40 kilometers. My time there is Eastern Standard Time. I need to put a space in there. And my email address is mattmac40@gmail.com. So I welcome your questions. Okay. I hope you've had enough time to copy this down. And I will stop sharing. It says that these guys are on the out. So now I'm on MacBook Air. Okay, so there it is, and I'd welcome your feedback on this. If this seems to be something that you can use, I think it's invaluable for me. But then what I do is I teach Zero to Zoom Hero. I teach bubbles. I don't know quite how that comes up. And, this is what's his name? The guy who comes up with Zoom. And so I teach Zoom. I also teach another course, which is called it's my planning spider.
okay? And I do it in hard copy, and I'll show you how this works, but it's exceptional. A great way to plan your day. You know, you sit down at night and you've had enough of computers, you take out your notebook and you draw it out, you know. And one of those planning spiders lasts me about 2 or 3 days, because if I show you the full on one, you can see that, right? And so it's like, you know, one, two, then it's 2B down here, 2B. I might have to practice this a little more, but you know, this is the planning spider. It's invaluable. It's in a beta phase, so I will be releasing it via Mastermind. But if you'd like to practice with me a little bit, message me. Hey, I want to do planning spider. Okay. Again, it's free. And I think what you will learn in the planning spider will be all that you need to use it. Okay, dude. So, you know, that's it. I am recording to YouTube. And yeah, I think that's it. So take care. And I hope to see you on one of my courses. Oh, incidentally, if you came in halfway through, I saw a few of you coming halfway through, message me and I'll send you a recording of this. Okay? Because I record up in the cloud. So every meeting that you have with your clients, once you work out through, you record it up in the cloud and it gives you a URL. You send that URL to your client and they can download that meeting. Pretty amazing, right? Zoom is absolutely the communication and teaching medium of the now.